where that's where I'm married, and that's where we live. And we are currently in the village, although our business started in the US. That's where we've been there for the last 20 years, but we are here working holiday. And like Pascal explained, you take your business with you wherever, the time flexibility allows me to take my business right into the village. As long as I have the power and the Wi-Fi, I am good to go. I am a mother of two and a grandmother of two. And by training, I'm in the mental health. I'm a clinician who was trained and working in that field in the US for almost 20 years. And then what happened and how I came into Neolife is that I had an accident at work in 2016. And from there on, the accident got me totally impaired because I had 5 major surgeries, 1 to my shoulder and the rest to my spine, whereby as I sit here, I have 6 screws on my back and a human bone. And that did not put me back to my feet. It didn't leave me looking and feeling the way I am feeling today. And I remember meeting Anne Girl, who is on this call last week, and she was like, it's very difficult, to look at you and to listen to your story and put the two together. And I said, yes, that's the power of Neolife, because that's where I was before Neolife, totally impaired. And I was discharged, who now became a liability for the state. The state was taking care of me. And the doctor said, Rachel, you will never, live an independent life. You're going to have someone take care of you, which is what my husband was doing for me. And you'll never be able to go back to work. Work is sit down the way I'm sitting, because I spent my days mostly in bed in my pajamas. And I said, I'm going to take that because I was in too much pain, too much distress, and I didn't see anything good happening to me. So I said, okay, that's the way it is going to be, because he wanted me to have a 6th surgery on my spine. And I said, no way, I'm not going to take that. And I knew that the prospects were looking so grim. I didn't think I had any life left, because at that point I had lost my mother and never was able to come and bury her. And that really set so badly with me. But now I'm glad, because of Neolife, I was able to come and see where my mother rested, and I made peace with it. And I continued, and in 2020 May, at the point where I was lowest, Safa Josephine Marango, who is my upline sponsor, had been told about the product, and she talked to me about it. And because I knew Josephine and she knew me and she knew my struggles, I didn't hesitate. I said, Josephine, what do you want to do? And she's like, do you have your laptop? I said, yes, because at that time I couldn't even get out of bed. So everything was put on the bed, my laptop, and she said, go here, go there. And we went ahead and ordered. We didn't know much about it, but Josephine had been taught, virtually by Grace, PT Grace. So we ordered my supplements, and I started taking the supplements because I said, I might as well try. And I'm glad I tried, because I keep wondering, supposing I had said no, in spite of the fact that I had taken a lot of supplements. In fact, my first question to Josephine was, well, do you have an idea how much I have on my bedside? And she said, I know so, Rachel, I do, but try these ones, they're different. And I'm glad I tried, because within 2 weeks, a person who never used to sleep for more than 1 or 2 hours, I was able to sleep for 5 hours. And that made me feel so good, because without sleep, you become mentally deranged. And I was always in a bad mood. I was always, just sleeping because of all the pain medication. And then we ordered more supplements for my bone and joints inflammation. And we kept on reading, of course, with the help of Pretty Grace, we always were on the phone with her, text messaging, what else do you think I should take? And I took everything. And that is why I sit here today to tell you that these products really, really helped me, and they are very, very powerful. And my why of joining Neolife was simply health. I didn't think I would be sitting here and telling you that in Neolife today I have a business, I'm a software director, I'm in the world team. That did not interest me. What interested me at that particular point was to get well. And when I got well, obviously I started wondering, what's in these products? I wanted to know, because I was on the best medication according to what we believe. The doctors will give you the best in America, and you can imagine what we're thinking about the healthcare and everything. So I started reading a lot to know what's in the product. And then what also caught my attention was getting a check, just beginning with a check of $34. And I was telling Josephine, Pretty Grace had tried to tell us about business. And in fact, she was making fun of me over the weekend that I had warned her not to call me, which is true. I sent a message to Grace, please don't call me about business. I'm not interested. But when I got the check of $34, I said, well, maybe it is worth looking. Particularly, remember, I'm already disabled, I'm at home, I'm not making any money, and there are no prospects of me even being clear to go back to work, because the doctor had said, and he was a professor, and I believed him. He had said, you'll never be able to go back to work. So I said, if I can make $34, maybe I can make a little bit more. So we started now, reading. I went to look for my package. I had actually thrown it under my couch because I had nothing to do with the paperwork. All I needed was what I could take in to get my body where I needed to be. And within 2 months, I tell you, I was able to sit down on my own and start, walking with a little bit of help, because I used to have a walking aid or get my husband or my daughter to hold my hand, because I didn't have any energy. My bones were weak. My muscles were totally, I had muscle atrophy and I had numbness. So I needed a lot of help. But after 2 months, I could see there was a difference. I could step on the ground without feeling so wobbly. And within 6 months, that's what was remarkable for me, that within 6 months, I was able to do what I love to do. I love to cook. I was in the kitchen cooking for my family. And that for me was life-changing. It was Rachel coming back, because that's what I used to say. Rachel is back, is coming back. And I did not allow myself to come back on my own, because when I started taking the taking the supplements, and someone wants to know what I took, these magical supplements. The first one is Provitality. I can never say enough about Provitality, that has 4 supplements for those who haven't joined. There is the pre-NN, omega-3, the malt mineral, and the carotenoid. That's a great product. I also took CalMag for my muscles that had been impaired and were weak. I also took Full Motion because I couldn't even stand. I used to get steroid shots on my knees. I also took vitamin D because, like you can see, I have a human bone now operating with me, because my bones were so brittle. They tried to put the screws and they broke up. So they had to get some aid to help me. So I took vegan D. I still take vegan D because of that. And I also took a lot of omega-3 for the inflammation. And of course, I have tried almost everything, Neolife Shake, but those were the starting ones that were like must have. Even if everything was not there, that was a must have. And the shake became a favorite. So I kept on taking that. And of course, before I could even go to the face products and the cleaning products, I was completely stuck on the health products, because you don't know what it is like to be disabled, to be unable to ambulate. You've been walking, and then you want to go to the bathroom and you have to call someone. You know, my daughter kept on telling me, Mommy, it's okay, let me help you. And that would kill me totally. But here I am in the farm. And for those who know, you know, where I'm talking about Muranga and the terrain, the way it's so steep, I take myself down into the shamba and come up because my husband is a farmer. So from time to time, that's not my great thing, but from time to time, I get myself to walk down there. The first day I was wondering, are my screws in place? And I realized no pain. So these products are real. That's what, you know, has kept me going. And apart from me, I do have my family. My husband had, I guess, when he saw how sick I was, because he was in Kenya, he came to help me. When he realized how sick I was, it's like he put, you know, his sickness in the back seat. It's when I realized this guy does not wake up because I'm waking up or because I'm awake. He has his own challenge. He always had his call to the bathroom. He was doing bathroom calls even 5 times at night because his prostate health was wanting. He had a major problem and was on treatment. Right now, today, he sleeps like a baby. From 8, he wakes up at 7. No more bathroom calls. Why? Because I put him on Provitality, zinc, and masculine herbal. That has done it for him. And he also had arthritis. So he joined me in taking the Calmag, the Full Motion, and the Omega. And my little baby granddaughter was born asthmatic. She has no problem today. We put her on the liquid, you know, right from the birth, and then we continued with the other supplements, the Vita Squares and the Vita Gut. So it's a big story for my own family, even my own sister, who is on this call, Emma, also had diabetes and asthma. And today, I'm sure one of the days she'll come to tell us her story, because it's also very powerful and very inspiring how she has found her health. And Emerald Elizabeth Kagonga also has a powerful story of healing. So these products came really, Neolife, Josephine, Grace, Sapphire Eunice, you brought these supplements to save my family. I can even say more. And when we come to the business side, you found us something to do, because I said I got a check of $34. The next check, you not believe it, because within 3 months, I became a director and my check was 1,400 US dollars. That's an equivalent of today, maybe 160,000 Kenya shillings. You can imagine, from being unable to even make $1 for myself, I'm here making so much money. And I told my husband, you know what, I can pay the rent now, Warren, no more. And we paid so much attention to it. And we introduced a lot of people, you know, Emma, and she brought people here in Kenya, Elizabeth in Europe, and I have other directors, Margaret, Julie, Rosemary, and they're all there, many, Mary Gatanga, everybody working so hard. And we all seem to have, you know, most of us have come from a point, a very low point, where we were sick, and the doctor seemed to have just left us on pain medication to continue impairing us, impairing our bodies. Because for a fact, I can say this for a fact, if I did not discover Neolife, if Josephine did not bring Neolife to me, then you didn't have met Rachel, because I'll be long gone. And I had made peace with that, because that's how I felt, that I'm done. Too much pain, too much hopelessness. But here I am looking at a business, looking at even going on. And every day I wake up, you know, trying to talk to other people. How have I, you know, how has my business grown? Persistence. And there's no other better example to talk about persistence and where I got it than was Turube Grace Chege. I really drew a lot of example from her. She really inspires me because she's very persistent. Because if she wasn't persistent, for sure, I would not be in Neolife as a business builder. I'd have taken my supplements and gone. But she showed me be persistent. And what drives me, what drives my persistence is just to imagine where I was. If I did not take the supplements, I would still be very sick. So today I don't like to hear someone is sick and they're not being helped. Even if someone says no and I know they're sick, I'll keep on reminding them. And every time they try, someone says, thank you so much. I even have people on this call who started the supplements and they're very happy and they want to take more. And all I say, do me a favor. This is what I tell my people. Do me a favor. Let someone else know. Don't let people suffer when you can help. Just tell them the decision to join or to take the supplement is theirs. Your only job is to bring the awareness, and they're doing that. And I'm happy about that. The other thing is following up. I know, attention has been cut all over in many different ways, but follow-up is key. Make sure that you're following up with the people you brought in to see how they are doing, and also following up to people you have, mentioned about Neolife. That is great. I'm also very passionate about Neolife, and people keep asking me, I remember someone saying, there has to be something in this Neolife. The way you talk about it, you're very passionate. And I say, the reason is one, my health, my life. It gave me life back and gave me also a new family, because as you grow old, as you can tell, I'm a senior citizen. And when you hit your 65, your circle of friends, they're not many. So you start to feel lonely. You start to feel cut off. But I can tell you what has happened to me the last 2 years is that I have so many people that I feel almost like I know them all my life. It has given me like a new lease of life where I have a new circle of friends. And it's so funny because the people I really talk to, they are not those friends that I had. They are my new friends that I have discovered through Neolife. So that's a great plus for me, being in mental health. I know how important it is to remain socially connected with other people. And we don't just connect and just talk about, the weather or about the clothes or anything. We talk about health. We talk about our future. We talk about business. I find that very, very powerful. And that's one of the reasons I'm very, very passionate about Neolife. And the other things that come with Neolife. Vacation, holiday, because I know my husband will tell me he'll take me to Nairobi. If I'm in Muranga, that's the farthest we are going, or Mombasa. Now we know we are taken by the company many places. We've already been to Mexico. That was on my list. I kept on saying when I was in the US and I'm sick, I want to get out of this world before I visit Mexico. There are too many stories that come from there. That happened because of Neolife. We were taken there for vacation. Last year, we went to the Dominican Republic. And this year, we are going to Hawaii, Waikiki Beach, whereby it's everybody's dream. You want to go on vacation. And when I think about it, you'll be like, oh, it's so much money. But here you have a company. And the most, the thing that's really, really great is the connections, that you're going to connect with people who have been in this business for 30 years. And you want to listen to them and see what drives them. And you're telling yourself, if they can do it, I can do it. So those trips really inspire me. And also the training that the company gives you. You find that you go through so much training. It keeps your mind going, because I know if you don't use your brain, it gets shrinking. So we want to keep on, we keep on training, and you're going for training sessions, and that's a big plus for Neolife. It's a company that cares for you as a person, to develop you and to reward you accordingly, because our compensation plan is generous. It's a great, compensation plan that comes with so many other perks that you just have to do. You just have to want to be out there and say, and I was listening to our director of field development in the US. We had a call, and she said, if you treat your business as a hobby, you're going to get a hobby return or salary. But if you treat it as a business and you're giving it time, it's going to reward you. So I want to encourage everybody on this call, if you're on this business, please don't treat it as a hobby. Sometimes it feels like a hobby, but treat it like a business. You wake up in the morning with a plan, use the products. In fact, I should say one of my greatest success has come because of use of the products, because myself and my family, we use the products very well. And this comes from, the health products, the skincare, and the cleaning. Right now in Moranga, my house help is so amazed by the G laundry, the power of G laundry. And she's like, I don't even get tired when I wash clothes because we soak them and she just puts them out in the line to dry. So we use all the products. So be your best customer and you'll have a story to tell, because how can you tell a story of something you don't know? You have to experience it so that you can share it with other people. So that's my story, and I'm so grateful to have been given this chance, Pascal, to be on this platform and to share. Thank you so much, and have a good night.
Thank you very much, Rachel. That is really an inspiring story.